All that and more. Coming up.
Underway in Week 14. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And right away, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he's going to trot onto the field. He might even sprint onto the field after that one. That's a momentum play. That big punt return probably yelled over to the special teams guys, thanks, because now they've got a chance to cash in prime real estate territory.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2nd and 4. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other. But they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty. Just an incomplete pass. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
You can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Bro.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw. result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Lions at 5-7 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that point.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Oh, what a move. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Call it 7 yards on the carry. So a pretty good game, but still left with a top 38. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll rally and stop them short of the first down at about the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on fourth down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Detroit back in possession of the football. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got last one.
The throw over the middle taken in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
But it's certainly not giving much up to their team.
What do you think about this one? You like those ones, though? Yeah. Funny enough, it was the guy who made Isotope that caused them all to go on there. Because I know Van you know, but once, what's his name left, that made Isotope, it just fell apart after that point.
Here we go on 2nd
It might
and
be
12.
called, because I don't think years ago, you know.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Are in great as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raider offense heading out as they take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild-card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front-row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Collier. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, is he said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
I don't think this says mechanics are able. I go crazy at those as well.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside. Tackled down inside the 20.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen.
Was it like their thought? Oh, okay.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining.
I choked. My hand slipped. I got to this is my bad. I'm not fully comfortable in any of these songs right now. That's nice. I just try to fuck on like any song I find, honestly. Or loving somewhere. Oh yeah. is wrong with you? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The joke. The joke. The joke. No, don't. Well, unless when you're actually happy about it. The joke. It was like one of my favorites.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Bengals' sure-handed wide receiver. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Bengals and the Lions under the lights on Thursday night.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight,
I like the helmet just
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
You know what I mean?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
He had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ingram. Sideline throw. It's complete. There of keeping the toes inbounds.
No, I don't.
Some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out. They're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of...
After review of the play,
So the challenge there is not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 3rd and 2, Ingram. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point attempt to come here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for
for their second drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. And the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday night, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So this song has pop-up for the screen too, but
First and
I just
10.
leave them be took off of them.
He finds Douglas complete.
More annoying.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Ingram. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And now the comments cite, at least on this drive, a momentary setback for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And some space here. He's got the first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
And that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up the first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the points. And we were tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
Okay, ready? Run the ball. Run the ball.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. That's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They've got to cross that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Ingram, he finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
But did you have like a... They had a remix that they couldn't get.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position. 3 points. The end result.
Yeah, we can make this a pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Lions at 5-8, 3 games under 500. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club. This morning kid will turn things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
It's not even triple trouble, it's the chemical flame zone.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Speaking of that,
on 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to move back in front.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And then coming to this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Ingram. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
We think the part of something I really like
through one on EA Sports.
Before it goes crazy and it makes me sad because I wish that far had a long part.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That's Harrison, and he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good start.
I got a miss.
Catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This part right here, this part right here, this part right here. I want that part to last longer, but no, it doesn't.
Come on, come on.
It's fine.
They'll run on 1st down. Warner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
Let's go now.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Ingram. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And we've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
He loves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tony thought
now we go right side. It's Warner. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I'm surprised you still have like.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to maneuver.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Because you're a glorified Red Bull? Shut your fucking mouth, New York. This isn't a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. Okay, see, now you finna get your ass dunked out. Bitch, why do you hate Chicago? Wait, what do you mean?
Following to pick up at 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Bitch, you just said you don't like deep dish pizza. That's Chicago-style pizza. I mean,
Back
you
to
did say
throw.
that, bitch.
Ingram.
Said it with your whole chest.
And his throw is incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
It's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get it down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted. And the delivery there is that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drew 4 plays. Chance of a 4-yard touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out now come the Lions. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you have confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run the offense. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
So, TJ Shumpert is
a loss of
actually...
about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from starting down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
Right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
In our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2nd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So,
after the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
So
looking to throw. Ingram over the middle, complete. It's Warner.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago. And he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
So I spent like a solid 2 minutes juggling in the air.
Ingram. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they get the turnover in close territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started.
They have a really good
so
mud
Dolphins have to be happy
they
to
can only play after beating all the
And out a little across
no
the 25 to the 27. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try down the drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half and several different guys who picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll see down in Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Plenty to look forward to in that early window. One being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour? And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the started off exciting this one. That high school first. In a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone...
I get what you mean.